fantastic, it's beautiful. There's so many wonderful people here. I've met so many friends, old friends, new friends, had so much fun.
I'd expected it to be good, but it's surpassed. It has been fantastic.
I've had the best time I've ever had in my entire life.
UK Fruitfest is an event to give support and inspiration and education to people who want to live on a low-fat, raw vegan style diet, high in fruit. We've had an abundance of amazing fresh fruits and vegetables, incredible classes in education, great exercise classes, we've had runs. At night we've had some great ballroom dancing and jive dancing classes, we've had yoga, food demonstrations.
The food's been amazing. I've had lychees that I didn't know existed. I really didn't know that it could be that good. Durian twice. Lots of activities. I've got new muscles in my legs that I've only seen in textbooks. I didn't know I actually had those muscles myself.
I had my first yoga session, which was amazing. I didn't consider myself a yogi.
It's exceeded all my expectations. I thought I'd arrive and there'd all be a bunch of hippies walking around with no shoes on. I've just met normal people that are like-minded, and it's just been inspiring from the minute I got here.
Highlights would be listening to experts in the field such as Dr. Doug Graham, Anne Osborne, Chris KENDALL, all kind of sharing their knowledge that they've accumulated over decades of following this lifestyle.
I started out on a fruitarian diet about 23 years ago, and it just made sense to me on so many levels, like health, ethics, environment. So I gave it a try, and I've never looked back. It just has worked for me. I felt very fit and healthy on the diet. It's really enjoyable. It's not some kind of denial diet. It's just fruit. Good quality fruit is the best thing you can eat. It's a joyous, beautiful diet, and it's healthy for you, healthy for the planet, and it doesn't cause any animals to be killed.
I've been studying nutrition for about 16 years. I got into it because I was a skateboarder looking to improve my athletic ability, to recover faster, and just be more positive in general. I kind of fell into a bit of a depression, and around 10 years ago now I met Dr. Douglas Graham while I was in school to become a nutritionist, and I changed overnight to raw food, and it took over my life.
I started making lifestyle changes as a lad, really, looking for some kind of an edge in sports, and all through my teens made little changes. As I got into college age, the changes got bigger and bigger. I went into vegetarian and finally went vegan, and then raw vegan just a couple of months later. And then took another 7 years of experimenting with different types of raw food diet before finally stumbling across the idea of, well, if I eat all the fruit I want at each meal, enough to hold me satisfied until the next meal. So I wasn't looking for sweets or grains or bread, rice, pasta, corn, potatoes, or refined sugars or chocolate or alcohol, and then enough vegetables so that I was never looking around for something salty. All of a sudden, my mind got clear like I've never known it to be. My recall just went through the roof. All of a sudden, I could remember things from childhood that I never even knew I knew. All the right things just sort of turned on at one time, and I go, well, it was night and day. Going from cooked to raw was night and day. Vegan made a good change and vegetarian made a good change, but the big change was going raw and eating 80-10-10, cutting the fat back out. It just unleashed my athletic performance.
Yeah! Just in the first week of changing to the raw vegan diet, my flexibility improved dramatically. I could run faster for a further distance without blowing up. I had my endurance just went through the roof without changing my training at all. Life just changed dramatically. I was awake. I wasn't falling asleep after lunch anymore. My mind just kind of opened. I felt like I was awake for the first time in my life. And the changes over the years have just continued to grow, and I don't think there's any limit to how much better life can get, because as far as I can see, it just keeps improving, and I love it. It's incredible.
9 years ago I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. Had extremely high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was 15.5 stone. I wasn't very active, but there again I wasn't, all that lazy either. My health has improved no end, where I don't need to take any medication anymore. My illness has completely disappeared.
I used to have liver problems, gout, candida, eczema all over, depression, anxiety, and a long list of other things. So I cured almost all of it.
Helped me heal from septicemia, from chronic fatigue, from asthma, and a whole host of other kind of little niggles. So the differences in my health with this diet have just been astronomical.
I didn't used to be able to do spin classes, and even I'm still not 100% fit, I'm on the recovery road, but I can do 3-hour spin classes a week, and I'm 58 years old, and and I feel much better than I've ever felt, really. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I used to have like a very poor relationship with food and be quite scared of food, but now I have full trust in food because I'm eating what I'm meant to be eating, and my health has just skyrocketed since I've begun.
You don't have to worry about anything, you don't have to worry about health, and you feel good and you jump out of bed instead of fall out of bed.
How many people here have done some kind of a hatha yoga before? Kundalini yoga, train yoga.
When you come here you realise there's so many people that say, I don't know anyone else in my area that's doing this. They've never connected with anyone, and this is a great place to meet people, to be inspired, to get some education so that you can go and spread the knowledge to other people.
It's just been so lovely to have that community feel, as well as not having to stress about food. Just to turn up at a mealtime and have this abundance of, all the choice that's been available, it's been amazing.
The food has been just exceptional, I've loved the food. My favourite has probably been the peaches, love the peaches, and persimmons, they've just been amazing.
How is she's running to show me up, man?
Strawberry, melon and orange.
People are going in for breakfast or lunch. It's got to the stage where people are expecting it to be amazing and be better than last time. So that's been a real highlight, I think.
It was just really fulfilling to put out good food for everyone to enjoy every night. Something different, something delicious, and it was really cool to see happy faces and happy tummies.
The quality of the food that was ordered was out of this world. I've been really impressed. We've been able to get food from all over the world, and it's just been amazing.
As the person who does a lot of the preparing meals in the house, it's been a nice break for me to come here and have food prepared.
To have so much fantastic organic fruit and vegetables, all fantastically displayed, learning about dehydration of food and learning about combinations of food and smoothie making.
Tonight I'm making a marinara sauce. I fill the processor up with some of these plum tomatoes, celery, a bit of mango, add a handful of mushrooms. And then we're gonna mince some herbs and mix those in.
I travelled here from Belgium.
I travelled all the way from sunny Glasgow.
I came from Denmark.
I'm from Australia.
We travelled from Brighton.
I travelled from Florida just for the festival, and I've had a fabulous time. This was my first fruit festival, and now it's all I want to do.
Mango and orange. Yeah. Down.
How have I found the festival? Brilliant, although it's just gone really, really quickly. So the time's flown. It's 5 days, but it feels like about 2. So, but absolutely brilliant.
Guys, anyone that wants to come next year, do it. Book up right now because it's going to sell out next year.
I
have to say this has been one of the most enjoyable festivals that I've ever been to in all the years I've been doing this. The whole experience was just marvellous for me. I mean, I don't think I've ever been at an event where I felt quite so relaxed and just part of a big family, a big laid-back, fun-loving, open-minded, heart-centred family. I really, really enjoyed it, and I certainly hope it continues every year.